Hey there, welcome. My name is Gilad and welcome to this course. I'm a web developer for several years now and I will teach you the very basics of HTML. If you're just a beginner or you used to know HTML but time has gone by, this course is for you. We will learn all the building blocks, all the stuff you need to know to just get started on HTML. We will learn list, form, links, heading, elements, tags, and many more. And we will do it together in just less than an hour. It's your opportunity to learn HTML an easy way. Just press the button and we'll see you the other side. Ciao! Most of the stuff on the web is no different than the stuff on your computer. It's just a whole load of files sorted into a whole load of directories. HTML files are no different than just simple text files. So to start writing HTML, all you need to do is just open your simple text editor. If you're on Windows, you can try Notepad, and if you're on Mac, you can try TextEdit. Personally, I like to use Notepad++, and you can grab it on this link. So, on your text editor, just type hello world, save, and then refresh, and you can see on your web browser the hello world. Note that you don't need to be access to the internet, you just need to write the address of your current file. Although the basics of HTML is plain text, we need a bit more to make it nice and shiny HTML document. The basic structure of HTML document includes tags, which surrounds content and apply meaning to it. So change your document so it looks like this, okay? Now refresh the page, and right off the bat you can see that the appearance of the page is not changed at all, but the purpose of HTML is to apply meaning, not presentation. And in this example we have defined some of the fundamental element of the web page. Here, the doctype HTML is a document type declaration, and it lets you, the browser, know which version of HTML you're using. It's very important to stick this in. If you don't, the browser will confuse and don't know how to render your page. This tag, HTML, is the opening tag that lets the document know that it is an HTML code. Everything in between, right, this is the closing tag. Everything in between, this is the HTML code. The body tag and the end body tag lets the browser know that there is a content, which this is the content. Let's talk about the closing tags. We can see the ending tag body and ending tag HTML. They represent the end of the element. Now, not all tags have closing tags. like this one. We have, for example, this tag, which lets the browser know that we have break line. We will come across these examples later. All you need to remember is that tags with content between should be closed. So, for example, body and body, HTML and HTML, and other tags that we'll come across later. You might come across self-closing tags, whereby a BR tag, for example, will look like this or look like this. All HTML page should have a page title. So to add a page title, change your code so that it looks like that. We have added two new elements here that start with a head tag, alright, and the title tag. The head element contains information about the page. The information of the page will not appear in the browser window, alright, and later we can see the title tag, right? So if we will refresh the page, all right, we can see that everything in between the two tags title will show up here. Okay, I will refresh the page now, and if you can see, what we have typed here is right here. Okay, if you would like to add the page to your favorites or your bookmark, you will see also the title of that use right here. Now that you have the basic structure of HTML document, you can mess around with the content a bit. Go back to your text editor and add another line to your page. For example, hello to you too. If you refresh the page, you can see that you have expected that the two lines will be presented as two lines, but instead you can see something like that. This is because web browsers don't usually take on any notice of what line your code is on. It also doesn't take any notice of spaces. For example, if you want to appear on different lines, you need to do something like that. The P tag is used for paragraph. Look at the result of this. 2 lines appears as 2 lines. If you want to emphasize text in a paragraph, use M tag. You can see the result. And if you want to be bold or strong, you can use the strong tag. As you can see right here. The P tag is just the start of text formatting. If you have documents with genuine heading, then there are HTML tags specifically designed just for them. They are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. H1 being the almighty emperor of the heading, and H6 is being the lowest pleb. Change your code to the following. Note that the H1 tag is only used once as the main heading, and H2 will probably use for the subheading. There are three types of list: unordered list, order list, and definition list. We will look at the first two right here in the course. Unordered list and order list work the same way, except that unordered list used for non-sequential list and order list used by letters for sequential list, which are normally represented by incremental numbers. The UL tag is used to define unordered list, and the OL tag is used to define the order list. Inside of the lists, the LI tag is used to define each list item. Change your code to the following. If you look at your browser, you will see a bulleted list. Simply change the UL tag to OL tag and you will see that the list will become numbered. So far you've been making a standalone web page, which is all very well and nice, but what makes the internet so special is that it all links together. The H and the T in HTML stands for hypertext, which basically means system of link text. An anchor tag, which is A, is used to define a link, but you also need to add something to the anchor tag, the destination of the link. Let's see it in practice. The destination of the link is defined in an href attribute. Right here. So if we will click this link, we will get the Udemy website. Well, to make things a little less boring, let's take a look about images. The img tag is used to put an image in HTML document and look like this. The src attribute tells the browser where to find the image. You can add a width and height attributes. If necessary. You can also add an alternative description, which, if the browser cannot load the image, he can tell you what the image is supposed to be. So, Udemy Lego. Note that the image tag is a self-closing tag, like this. There are some tags that we didn't talk about. We will see exactly why and how it all comes together, but this tag called the table tag, and there is a subcategory tag for this tag. We will see in a second. Type this one, table, and closing table. Then we have the table row, and inside of the table row we have the table data. This is table data, and we will close the table data tag. Let me just copy this one, and let me just refresh the page just now, and we have this one. You know what? Let me just erase that. Alright, so we have this one, and you don't know what it means, but let me just add a bit of CSS code. This is not in the course, but just for the sake of the just a second, we have TD, and then week 1 honor. So, what we have here is just, those are table data, and in each row, this one is a row, alright? Table row, we have 1, 2, 3 parts in the row, right? And then we have a second row, 1, 2, 3. And then a third row, 1, 2, 3. So this is how it laid out, and you have to make sure that you have the opening and close tags of the table tag if you want this kind of stuff going on. This is very important to lay out text in a table manner if you want. So this is the table tag. The basic tags used in actual HTML of forms are form, input, text area, select, and options. We will see all of them here in this example. Starting with form. This is a form tag. Everything in it will be sent to the server. But to send it to the server, we need two other attributes in the form tag. The first one is action, and the second one is the method. We have various ways to send a method, but today we will concentrate on the post method. In the action we will say where exactly we want to send our form. In this example, let's make up some fictional page. Let's see, maybe script PHP. Alright, so inside of the form we have lots of tags. Let's see one of them. Input, type. This is the basic tag. So inside of the tag we have text, which is the input text that you want, that you know. We have password, which is a password. Alright, this is the text, this is a password. Let's just make it look real nice. Alright, we have the checkbox. Second, the checkbox, input, type. Checkbox. Alright. We have the radio button. Alright. Basically, you might have multiple radio buttons. Right? And the last one is the submit. Submit button that you can send the form to. If you do have a submit button, you want to maybe call it in another name. So if you see right now, this is called submit. If we refresh it, you can see that the text is this text. Alright? And maybe you want to add another one called text area. Alright? If you want to add a pretext in it, you can type it here. Please type anything. and this text area, and you can see that it is typed right here. You can add another one called select, and inside select, you have another one called option 1, and we will see right now what it does. Right, you have to have the select tag in order to have the options inside it. Right, 1, 2, 3. So right now let's try to add everything together, and let's try with the title. And in the title we will try to type our first demo website. Alright, and you see that we're getting it. Maybe add like a heading that will say exactly like the title. Well, first demo website, and we can see that we have that. And then maybe we'll have a little break line, and then we will say we have a table. In this table we will have a table row and then table data, and in this table data we will say that we will say maybe we'll have like a customer, and we have like price, and then we will have date. Alright, now let's have a little bit of customers, and if we render right now, we will see that this will be our heading for the table, and then we will have like this is what we're trying to change. So we'll have maybe James Robinson. This is the customer name. Okay, customer name, and then he paid like maybe $9.99. All right, and he purchased our fictitious product in 2012. All right, I will see that this is indeed what happened. And then maybe Jane Doe, she bought our product for $1.50 in 2015. Alright, and we'll see that in our table we get everything together. Alright, after our table we want maybe before our table we want to make like a list, maybe a list, order list. We will have an order list with all of our customers, and in our customer we have a list item, And in this item we have James. He paid the most dollars for our company. And we have Jane after that. Jane Doe. Alright, so we have James Robinson and then Jane Doe. And then we can have maybe a form that will be method will be, let's say, post, and the action, let's say, I don't know, script PHP. All right, and if we want to make let's have a little bit fun of here. All right, so we have like name, and then we have input type, then we have text. Right, so we have like this name, maybe add like coast, and this one will be maybe we will have this one product. Instead of the input type, we will have a selection. Select, and then select. Then we will have option. And let's see what kind of product we are selling to our customer. Let's say we have a banana. Tomato. Let's have another one like peach. Right? I like peach. Then we have like year. All right, so right above that we can see that something wrong. You can see that we don't have the product under the input text. So if we will try to address it in the code, we can see that we have the name, all right, and then we have the input tag. Then we forgot the breaking line here, so we try to address it with this line, and we can see that we are good to go. But we want to maybe have a little margin right here, so we try to maybe 2BR, and then 2BR right here, and then we can see that we are good to go. Right, so we may like to add a little bonus with a type and submit, and add a new customer. Hopefully I spelling it right. A new customer, and we are forgetting our formatting right here. All right, and this is our form right here. We can add even an image if we want, but I don't have an image right now, but for the sake of the argument, we can make image src, and then we have right here the amount of the the address of the image that we got. However, if we don't have any image right here, remember that attribute that called alternate name for this image. Let's say we have a logo and it didn't load for some reason. Maybe we don't have any internet access, I don't know. So this is what I talk about right now. That the tag said that the alternate name of this image is logo right here. So I hope everything is alright right now, and I wish you the best. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to message me, PM me, and I wish you good luck.